Okay. I think that'll work. So, we're gonna go over Black Friday deals. Sorry about the slight delay, though. So, for me personally, I do have a list of things I'm gonna be picking up myself. I actually got a few of the early board things, because some of these deals are actually effective right now. So, things with it. Now, I haven't played the AI files yet, but that's a pretty decent discount off down. I got the limited edition for like 50 something off of Amazon Price Annual. So that's always a significant discount on that. Anthem's, of course, the joke of this year. For $5 for the... See, the... Yeah, that's the Xbox version for $5. Well, for the PS4 version, they're doing $9 at Best Buy. That seems kind of ridiculous, honestly, to me. Assassin's Creed, if you haven't gotten any of them, ever. I've said it once and said it again, I just haven't really devoted any time to giving another Assassin's Creed game another chance. Now, the Baldur's Gate games are getting a bit of a discount. I think they're normally $49, I think they came out as. So that's a bit of a discount on them, but not a huge one. GameStop has a lot of green here because they're offering a lot of deals on stuff that other stores ain't doing. Like, look how many other stores aren't doing. Battlefield 5, which I think was... Let's see, wasn't that the last year's Black Friday? Or was that the newer one? I'm not really into Battlefield. Bending the Ink Machine. No. Cheaper. Get cheaper. If you're interested in that, get cheaper. It's not worth $20. BioShock Collection. Not too bad, but considering you got previous gen versions, you can get cheaper. There's that. Bloodborne, $9. Or $10 basically. Good deal. Very solid game. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Excellent titles. Though I would pass up on the Switch version because it's broken port. If you want a physical copy, you definitely want to go with either the Xbox One or PS4. The physical Switch version is being fixed through patches, but the card itself is garbage. So if that matters to you, I wouldn't recommend that. It's a shame because that's probably the best way to play it is as a portable title. It's a fantastic game to have for portability, but it just... I don't know why in the world they didn't give more time to that version. Borderlands 3, now I'm being kind of coerced into getting this for $27.99, so $28 at Best Buy. Personally, I've been waiting for Game of the Year editions when it comes to the Borderlands games, and well, everyone wants to play it, so I said if it was cheap enough, $28, that's pretty cheap. I'm sure they're going to put out a lot of DLC, so down the road, I'm sure I'll look for a deal for a Game of the Year edition down the road. But if we get no console generation, it could be weird. Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition. If you haven't played Borderlands 1, I guess that's an option for you. Again, that's just GameStop deal. Now, I'm noticing a lot of single console version deals with a lot of stuff, like with the Xbox One now at Walmart. Even though you think the PS4 version would be more popular, but $15, that's not too bad for 2 games and all the DLC, small and big. Except for the one DLC that came out for 2. That's not in the Handsome Jack collection, and I believe it's no longer free now, so you do have to buy that one, sadly, if you're interested in that. I don't know anything about the Call of Cthulhu game, $30. But like I said, I don't know anything particularly. Not a Call of Duty person, but I guess if you're looking into some, there's a few competitions though. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, $29.99. I've never seen this store branch here, by the way. Like, if anyone's familiar with this branch. I've never seen a store for this before. I have no idea where they're located, so... Carnival games, trash, cars. Wait, they're still making cars games? Why's that even on there? There's not even a price anymore. I'm not sure why that's on there. Now, Catherine Full Body is a title that I'm interested in, but I wasn't paying full price for Catherine Full Body. I bought the collector's edition of the original game on the PS3. So, Best Buy is going to be offering it for $24.99. That's not too bad. If you've never played Catherine, that's a fucking steal, though. Now, there was one line that was minorly changed in it, and I mean, I disagree with the change, but it doesn't break the game or anything. It has a new character and story in that, so there's more stuff to do. So, if you never got Catherine, great deal, recommend it. If you already have Catherine, it kind of depends on what kind of price you would put on the new content. Civilization, City Skies, that's supposed to be like Sim Cities or something. Code Vein is another game I'm interested in myself. For $40, it's supposed to be Anime Souls, and that sounds good to me, so. And I've been hearing good things about it, so I'm biting on that. You could wait until it's cheaper. I'm sure over time it'll become cheaper. Mana Collection for $20 at Best Buy. Definitely recommend that if you don't have any of the Mana titles. The first, the second, and the third are all on the collection, which is a Game Boy game and 2 Super Nintendo games. And it features the first legit localization of the third game that wasn't fan translated. So definitely recommend that if you don't have those. Third Mana game is still one of my favorite Mana games, so definitely worth checking out. Concrete Genie, I don't know. I've heard mixed things about it because the gameplay you've seen in like trailers is not actually the VR mode. The VR mode is apparently like some weird painting mode, and the game is just a normal game. So I've heard a lot of negative things about it because of people being disappointed about that. Hey, Sil. How you doing today? Sorry if I sound a little under the weather. Let me know if the music sounds okay to you too. I tested it out. It sounded like it was pretty decent volume, so if it sounds a little too loud, I can adjust it. I'm just going over deals and stuff here today. I'm a little under the weather, so I don't think I'm going to do too much gameplay today. I sadly caught a cold at the worst time I would want one. So, I heard a lot of people were disappointed with Concrete Genie because the gameplay you saw in the video wasn't in the VR mode, even though it was, heavily advertised as a game that had VR. So, I don't know if the game's any good. I think I had it on my list, but I think I passed because obviously, I only have so much money to spend. So, that's one of the titles I decided to pass on. It was on my original list. Contra Rogue Corpse has gotten all kinds of meme reviews. Like, I hear it's just terribly designed. So how are you today, by the way, Dennis? But I guess if you're like a diehard Contra person and needs all the Contra games, I guess you could buy it. I mean, it's vastly cheaper than when it came out. But considering how badly it's reviewed, it'll probably keep dropping. So probably be best to just wait for that to be lower if you gotta have every Contra game. Control, now this is interesting here. I was hoping Dan would show up because this is an interesting story. So Dan's been playing through Dark Souls Remastered, and he was at the bit of chaos, and he kept getting so mad trying to kill it. So I told him, go ahead and stream share it and give me the control. And then as a fun little twist, I said, if I can beat this, you're going to buy me a game for Black Friday. So he took it. So Dan's going to get me Control for $25 at Target for Black Friday because I beat the bit of chaos over the year on this game. That was funny. Let's see. Playing more Death Stranding. I'm 4 hours in. Really enjoying it. Another person I really trust on their opinions gave it a much better opinion. Like, a lot of people I take a lot of good word with on YouTube have been saying very good things about it. They've basically been saying it's not for normies. If you're not into like trying out unconventional and different ideas in games, it's probably not for you. But if you like weird shit from Japan, you'll probably get into it. And, well, you know, I think it's needless to say which side of that I'm on, so. I'm so sad, though, there's not at least $10 off Death Stranding, though. But I definitely want to get it. I want to play it before people start spoiling the fuck out of it. But what I really want to see is if Kojima still had... Because, you know, after Metal Gear Solid 4, I've always considered Kojima's stuff kind of lacking in quality. A lot of the PSP games have been very mixed. It's the most unconventional AAA game ever. You get those occasionally here and there, but... Crackdown 3, $14.99. I think that should speak for itself for the quality of that game. Wasn't that game, like, delayed, like, 5 times, too? It was hyped up to be this big game that everyone just made fun of. Hey, Pad. Yes, sadly, I caught a cold late or after streaming on... Well, on Sunday night, I started feeling a little chest, how should I say, like, a little, pressure in my chest, and I had a feel that I was going to develop some symptoms, and yeah, it's gone in. So I've gotten some cold symptoms, so I'm not probably going to do anything too major today. So I figured I'd go over the Black Friday stuff today. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, I heard they're pretty good. I've only played the original Crash game back on the PS1. Wasn't my cup of tea, but hey, $14.99 at Walmart. I would probably say it's a good deal if you're into platformers. Now, Nitro Fuel got like loot boxes added in patches, and obviously a lot of people did not like that. So yeah, I guess you could probably try playing it without the patch, maybe. And can't even call sick on work. Well, the good thing is I have this week off, so on the upside, at least I don't have to deal with it at work. I should recover by the next week. I just hope it doesn't consume the entire week, you know, because I wanted to do some other stuff too. Crystal Crisis has it's a giant weird crossover game with like cave story and everything. Just all kinds of characters from niche titles. The kid from Binding of Isaac. The little girl with the fishing pole from that one series where you platform with a fishing pole. It even has Johnny Turbo, if you even know who the fuck that is. That was a weird comic mascot for the Turbo graphic. So... Also, let me know if the music sounds a little too loud. I kind of tested it, so it should be a pretty decent balance. Ooh, that might be a little louder, though. Let's see. Crystal. So, I actually got this. Amazon, at least yesterday, they were matching this price on Amazon, so I got that on Amazon, so I got that one all the way early. Dark Souls Remastered. I think most people already know what my opinion on Dark Souls Remastered is. It's kind of eh. I mean, if you never played Dark Souls and you don't have PS3, sure, that, I mean, it's playable. It's not like it's broken. It's just, if you got a PS3, you might as well just get the PS3 version, honestly. I mean, I don't really see the big deal getting the remastered. I don't think it was enough of an improvement to justify more cash, but, you know, that's just me. D's Gone. I also got this one off of, I think Best Buy was actually doing this one now. This is one of the early games. But I don't have this branch of stores. They're nowhere near me, so I've never seen one before. So that's not an option for me, even though they're the cheapest. So I went with the $19.99. But hey, I get points at Best Buy. Dead by Daylight. Personally, if you've never played Dead by Daylight, and it seems interesting to you, sure. But I kind of got bored out on Dead by Daylight. You know, some of you probably remember when I was playing a good chunk of it here and there as random for a few hours here and there. I enjoyed my time with it, but honestly, my biggest criticism is they never mixed up the stages. It's always fixing gins. They didn't make like different escape routes. And I think that would have kept the game more refreshing, but they never introduced anything new in escaping. It's just always the generators. So usually a few stages got introduced that are a little more interesting, but still it's the same concept. So if you already have the game, I mean, this definitive edition comes with a bunch of updated DLC. The original PS4 version didn't. And is note, this is the Switch version listed here. So apparently the other two versions ain't getting one, or at least they weren't advertised one. Pixie wanted me to get Devil May Cry, and I was like, $14.99? Sure, I'll get Devil May Cry 5. I hear it's pretty good, so. I'm not sure about the collection. I own 1, 2, and 3 on the PS2. I don't have Devil May Cry 4. I've been in this weird middle spot with 4. I believe the HD collection only has 1, 2, and 3 anyway, though, so. I don't think we never got the physical revamped version of 4, actually, in America. I think you have to get the Asian version for that. Diablo 3. Diablo 3 actually on the Switch had a deal last year. Like, it was a random deal that they didn't advertise. So, I think it was like $19, so it's a little more expensive this year. If you love Diablo, it's just a very easy game, though. Me and Dan played through it. It was so pathetically easy. At $14.99 price, not too bad, though. It's a little all over the place with the best deals on that, though. But, yeah, it was pathetically easy. We were, like, in the Desert Act, and Dan had, like, some level 5 Barbarian he wanted to bring in as a joke, and she was actually fucking still surviving. It was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not sure if I want to buy the Disney Aladdin Lion King collection. I played both of those, the Genesis games, back when I was a kid. Pretty tough games. Though the Aladdin one is very impressive animations for a Genesis game. Fun fact, if you don't know, they used cells and digitized them to sprites, so that's why the Genesis Aladdin game has a very nice look to it. I'm very tempted in a nostalgic way, but, you know, the platforming games, I suck with platforming. Well, actually, there is something extra. There's actually unfinished prototypes that you can play. Some of the stages are different in these prototypes, so that's kind of an interesting bonus. Now, I don't know how much of these prototypes there are in these, but they'll prototype scrap things in that. And it's kind of an interesting thing, especially if you really liked the games, which there are people who really do love those. Supposedly, I hated the Lion King. What was it, the second stage where you have to bounce around between all the monkeys? Oh, good lord, what a nightmare. Division. Yeah, ha ha ha, moving on. Donkey Kong. Nintendo's been getting a little more common with some Black Friday specials lately. For a long time, they've been bad. Oh yeah, I don't like the Aladdin. I don't like the Lion King. Aladdin, I appreciated how it looked and was made, but it was still really hard for me as a kid. But yeah, the Lion King, yeah, but it has its audience. It does. I know it's hard to believe, but it has its fans. It does have its fans. Now, I got this game a long time ago. Dragon Marked for Death. It's a Switch game. It's up to 4 players. I haven't played it yet, but it looks very interesting. It looks like kind of a side-scrolling Metroid kind of thing with different characters that have different powers. It looks interesting, but like I said, I haven't played it yet, so I can't speak for it too much. But $29.99, I think it launched at $49.99, so that's a pretty decent discount on it. Dragon Quest Builders 2, while I haven't beaten it, I played a decent amount of it. I definitely could recommend it, especially if you liked it. If you liked the first Builders game, $24.99 is a pretty good steal. I mean, I've played all the way a decent chunk and still got more to play, so. And they did a lot of nice improvements with the game, too, so. Then, of course, there was no Switch sale for Dragon Quest XI, but you can get the original version for the PS4 for $20. Kinda depends if the extra stuff really matters to you. If not, then hey, $20, it's still like a 100-hour RPG. So, still a good deal. I've been loving the Switch game. So, assuming that it just has a few minor changes here and there and added stuff, I'd say it's still worthy of a buy if you don't have a Switch or don't care about that extra stuff. Sports, who cares? Look for it in a GameStop dumpster. Should have an extra section. It says, wait until in GameStop dumpster. Best deal. Hey, Dan. Ah, dang. I want Dan to go. Fuck it. I'll just do it again. Let's go back up to control. So, Pat, so last night, Dan was raging about the bit of chaos in Dark Souls Remastered. So, I asked him, it's like, do a stream share and give me the controller. And then I threw out there, it's like, if I beat this, do I get something for Black Friday? He's like, sure. So, I kicked its ass after about 6 tries? Somewhere around there. I did die a few times. I had to see how much the lag was and kind of refresh on the bit of chaos, because I hadn't seen the fucking thing for like 12 years or something. So, Dad's going to give me control from Target for Black Friday. I have to pay for the shipping, though. But hey, that's still a deal. Moving on. Enter the Dungeon for the Switch. Now, the Switch version of Enter the Dungeon got a retail release and a special version from Special Reserves. Now, the Switch version has all the content on cartridge, so if that matters to you, the Switch version wasn't counting, but it was a few. I think it was around 6. It wasn't too many, but I did one back a few times. I just thought it was funny. It wasn't actually that bad in the lag, just the rolling was a little hard on time. I just had to remember how its arm movements walked a bit. But if you don't have the PS4 version, which is what I got, which was a Special Reserves only version, that has all the DLC on the cartridge, and I have not heard anything bad about the Switch version. $20, Enter the Dungeon is a pretty fun game. Definitely would recommend playing with someone because it would make it slightly easier, but it's a pretty brutal game to get through the storyline. I don't know Everspace, so can't really speak about that one. Sports, who cares, get from GameStop dumpster. Figured the lag would be too bad. I don't know how bad it was going to be, but I had to obviously see. Even if it was bad, I think it would still be doable, because, like I said, the bit of chaos is a mechanical fight, not a HP-driven fight, so. But yeah, it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, I don't really care much. I'm kind of sad that the DLC ain't on the disc. If maybe it goes really low, I might compromise and buy it. But, I don't know, it's not low enough for me considering the DLC ain't on the disc. But hey, if that doesn't bother you, $15, game you can lose yourself for several hundred hours depending on how much side stuff you do. But of course, most people consider 4 the weakest out of the main trilogy, so. Speaking of Fallout 76, the other meme game from last year, came out a week before Black Friday, lost half its price value, and Best Buy's doing the smart thing, it looks like, and they're trying to fucking get rid of them hardcore. We were joking about, we're kind of surprised they're not, like, giving them away with orders, which is funny with Best Buy, because sometime early this year, I believe it was, like really early, like January. It might have been in December, too, of last year, but they were actually doing a thing where they were giving Destiny 2 away for free with pretty much, I think it was any order that was $29 plus. So that's just kind of funny there. Another thing you failed to specify was when I shipped it to you. I'm going to buy my copy, beat it, and then ship. Well, you got a fail point, though. Don't make me wait too long. I really want to play that, because I hear it actually involves Alan Wake, and I really liked Alan Wake, so. I guess that's a. Guess he got me there, guys. But hey, I still get a free game out of it. Far Cry. I don't really hear too much about the newer Far Cry's too much. I know a lot of the journalists really didn't like 5, and I think New Dawn was just kind of considered like a mini expansion kind of thing, so I remember a lot of people praise that. Farm Simulator, joke stuff, sports, look for in the GameStop trash. Final Fantasy. I don't know if both games are on the cartridges for the Switch version of 10.2. I know for the Vita version, I believe 10.2 wasn't on the Vita cartridge. If they're both on the cartridge, then $24 don't seem like a terrible price. But you can probably get like the PS3 version really cheap, so if you're looking to save more money and you have PS3, that's probably a better route to go in that regard. But, you know, with the Switch versions, you get the portability, which is great for RPGs a lot of times, so. And not Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy 12. 12 is a pretty good game, too. I didn't do tons of side stuff in the original PS2 version, though the Zodiac Age is based on a Wii release in Japan. So it does have some changes here and there, so if I remember quickly, the Zodiac Spear was weakened, easier to get, and I think they nerfed the final boss, or the secret boss. They nerfed the secret boss. Far Cry 4 was blah, 5 was okay, never played the expansion. Hello, Cribnew. How you doing today? I'm a little under the weather today, so I figured I'd do my little video talking about Black Friday today a bit. But I'm a little under the weather today, but I do have a day off, so hey, it's not all loss. Final Fantasy 15 for 15 if you add 1 penny from taxes. Now, the Royal Edition has all the DLC, but it's not on disc, it's code, so if that bothers you. But for all the content for 15, that's not a bad price if you haven't already bought one of the bazillion of other versions. I still haven't played 15 yet. Pixie really liked it 15, but a lot of people still hated it. Seriously going about it seriously with X. Well, this is Cheap Ass Gamer's spreadsheet. I don't know if you're familiar with Cheap Ass Gamer, but Cheap Ass Gamer is, well, a community of, well, cheap asses. They share deals and stuff, and the Twitter account shares the deals with people who follow them. For a very long time, I don't know when they start, will count me, well, go to Twitter, follow them, Cheap Ass Gamer. But, the spreadsheet's from Cheap Ass Gamer, so I didn't make it. He probably stole it from some high school kid. Sure. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, Aaron says this is his new top favorites of Fire Emblem entries. I haven't really heard a lot bad about it. I don't know if I like the new setting idea, but I guess at least it's something different. $40 at one place, and like I said, I don't even have the store anywhere near me, so. Forgel. So I've been actually playing Forgel. GameStop had like a $18 deal thing with it, and then Amazon matched it, so I price matched it with Best Buy. But Forgel is a time waster game. If you play portability, you might be interested in getting the Switch version, but honestly, I couldn't really recommend it unless you're just a trophy whore. Because there's no story, no reason, it's just something to do. So if you're looking for something that meets that criteria on the handheld, the Switch version would be good. Can't really recommend it unless you're into getting trophies otherwise for the PS4 version. Let's see, no reason for me to budget anymore. Just spent my last dimes on some N64 titles. I don't even know the last time I bought an N64 game. I mean, in the wild, all you see usually is sports games everywhere. Ugh. Fortnite, why? $30? Why? It's free! Ugh. How many grandmas are gonna be buying kids that for Christmas? I didn't want to tell you what I bought yesterday, but I'm at work now, so no one can hear me. I bought Pac-Man 1-Up Arcade. Oh my goodness. Damn. That's pretty crazy. They're pretty nice if you have space. I mean, I wouldn't mind one that had beat-em-ups on it, but I don't have the space for it. Like, and to me, the other problem is there ain't enough games to justify having like 200, 300 bucks for them. I mean, if there were like 50 plus games on one cabinet, that'd be much better, but you know, you're lucky to get maybe 2 to 5 on some of those. Just box everything. See, I've heard this is a loot box hellhole, so I wouldn't recommend it. Friday the 13th has lots of children who play it now. Doesn't have a very high community. There's still people who play it. It's kind of wearing its course now, so a lot of the special editions for Friday the 13th will just try to get them sold. Countertop version, not the full setup. Yeah, I want the Ninja Turtle one. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but I just don't have space. Gears of War, I haven't been in Gears of War since 360. I fucking basically wage quit 2 just because I got sick of all the talking points. Everyone walk as slow as possible, blab a whole bunch. And even if you get to the end of this part where we're blabbing, you gotta still wait for us to finish before you can continue on. Got so annoying to me. Ghostbusters, the remastered. If you never got the original version, really good game, by the way. And you don't have access to a 360 or PS3, because those versions are obviously going to be plummeting in price. You can always get the remastered version. Very good game. Ghost Recon, God of War. Now this isn't the original one. This is the newest one. That's a great hits version, so it has that awful red outlining and red case, but I heard it's pretty good. I'm not really a God of War person. There's also the remaster of 3, which I think is also a great hits version, I think. Loved Gears 3 just for the Horde mode. I don't know, I hadn't really gotten the Gears in a long time. I really did like the first one. I played the hell out of the first one, really. If I ever get Xbox One, because I found that that whale replay and Gears collection bundle thing in the trash at GameStop that one day. I still have that. If I ever get Xbox One, because that's supposed to be, I believe, supposed to be like Gears of 1 through 3 with all the DLC stuff and shit. I believe. Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto. Honestly, I'm surprised there's still fucking versions of Grand Theft Auto. Look at this. Somebody's still selling the original version. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of sales on that when the premium version comes with extra shit. Now, here's a game I've been seeing advertised a lot. Greedfall. So, apparently this is like a mix of like Dark Souls and Fable-esque like ideas. And I've heard it's pretty buggy, so I don't know, might want to wait for patches. I think it came out at $49.99, so it's a pretty big drop on the price. But I can't really speak too much. I looked at a few videos of it. It looks interesting, but I don't know if I want to throw $30 at it right now. Especially considering a lot of people complained it's very buggy and stuff. Weird, meh. Now, if you're interested in Metroidvania-esque games, here's a game for you. And right now, Amazon is also matching this right now. I saw it today. So you can also get this right now for this price point that GameStop's going to have it right now at Amazon. So you get 1 and 2, and they're both Metroidvanias. They have co-op mode. It's a weird, like, you play as like a Mexican wrestler dude. So the setting's very different for a Metroidvania style game. But it has a lot of the same gameplay. You get power-ups and shit to traverse more and stuff. So if you're into Metroidvania type games, definitely a pick. It's also on PS4. I don't think Xbox One has a physical version. Halo 5. I don't think anyone even really cares about Halo anymore. Even its own fan base has been bashing it. Hasbro games, How many Hasbro collections do they keep doing? Oh, did you play them? I haven't played them yet. I have the limited version of the Force game that the people made, what was that 8-bit, like, Grand Theft Auto-esque game? They did a release of just the Force game a long time ago. Hitman 2, Hollow Knight. Now, Hollow Knight is also a Metroid-esque game. Now, as far as I know, it doesn't have any kind of level or gear system, so I don't think it would qualify as a Metroidvania personally, but that's a whole different subject. Either way, if you like Metroid-esque or Metroidvania-esque games, Hollow Knight's supposed to be really good. Though if you buy the Switch version, which it says this deals for the Switch, I'd like you to know there are 2 versions of the Switch version. One version was messed up and does not have all the DLC on the cartridge when they redid it and fixed that. So, I believe there was an image on the back of the cover that's different that people use to identify the 2 versions. So you might want to look that up if you're interested in that. Likely, ones on the store shelves now are probably the fixed version, but something to maybe keep in mind. They will PlayStation Plus games once before. Which one? Hollow Knight? I don't remember seeing Hollow Knight as one. But Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition has the DLC on the disc and that for $10. Good price if you haven't already gotten it. If you want to get a complete version, which I'm kind of iffy about, like I'd like to get a complete version, but I don't really want to spend more money on something like that. But I have played some of this. It's pretty damn good. A lot of people I know really like, hell, even Carter, who doesn't like usually games real time, really liked this game. So now, Invisibles. This was a Indiegogo game. I say Kickstarter a lot of times when I talk about my version I got, but it was technically Indiegogo. I got the version from them, which gives you a 10 and an art book in the game. But this is like a Metroid-esque game, but when you hit an enemy in that, you go into a turn-based RPG. Oh, were they? Oh, I didn't know. But might be something worth checking out if that sounds interesting to you. All the art and stuff was done by the people who did Skullgirls, so it's very nice looking. There's lots of interesting characters. This is on my radar to try out. Injustice, I think that was last year's Black Friday too. I think it was $9.99 something last year, wasn't it? Now, Into the Dead 2. I've never heard of Into the Dead 1 or 2. When I looked up 1, I couldn't find any physical version of 1, so apparently that might have been a PC-only game. I have no idea of anything about the game. Now, here's another game on my list. Dennis says Judgment was a really good game. Now, for some reason, like a month later, Judgment had a few discounts to like $39.99. Now it's going down to $24.99 at Best Buy, so that's on my list to get for Black Friday. Jump Force, glitchy mess, wouldn't really recommend it. Just Cause 4, heard it's a waste of time, wouldn't mess with it. Just Dance, just meme. Kirby All Stars, Kirby Star Ally. Ugh. I think that was on last year's Black Friday too, actually, if it's the one I think it is. I know I got a Kirby game for the Switch last year. $40 basically. It's Kirby. Your subjective choice. Now, here's one I got early also. Killer Queen Black. I did a price match with Best Buy. I believe Amazon and GameStop were selling this for their Black Friday deal earlier. So I did a price match with the Amazon version, which they marked down to $15. Looks like an interesting big game, but to be fair, I don't know much about it. But I heard a lot of people say it's really good. Kingdom Hearts 3. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to say wait, because I'm willing to bet they release a new version that has the DLC that's supposed to be coming out down the road, I could really see them doing that with how much they've been milking updated versions. But, you know, that's your choice, though. Is it worth $15? It was an okay game. It's definitely not the worst Kingdom Hearts. The worst ones are definitely the two on the DS. But, three... What about 213? What? Oh, you talking about the DS one? The 200 whatever. Like, I don't know. It's a stupid title. Whatever the force did. Oh, will be the new. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the numbering's also been weird. Then you got the Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, which is a compilation of all the other games they've updated for the PS4 version. Now that's a good deal, $20. I believe you're getting Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Dream Drop. What was the PSP one called? You're getting the PSP game and then a whole bunch of cutscenes of the other games. So that's a good deal if you never gotten any of the other Kingdom Hearts games and you want to get into Kingdom Hearts. Oh, and you also get the Chain of Memories thing. The remastered thing of Chain of Memories in 3D. Though to be honest, I think the GBA version's far superior. To my understanding, it's supposed to be Kingdom Hearts. They first released it two things, which was the one that had Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Chain of Memories. And then the other one, I believe, had Dream Drop Distance, the PSP game, the prologue thing that takes place before Kingdom Hearts 3. But the story so far, at least to my understanding, is both of those together in 2 discs. As far as I'm aware of. Maybe somebody might want to just double check that. I'm pretty sure the story so far version is all of the ones they've updated to the PS4 together, as opposed to the 2 separate things, I believe. Yeah, just look at the naming of most of the games. Last year, I was looking into getting LA Noire, but I kind of passed to save some money, and I'm thinking I might pass again. It's $20. I think it should be cheaper at this point, because it's been out for a while. Now, it's supposed to be complete, which is why I would like the remastered version over the original. Because I know I've been saying a lot, oh, you could get the PS3 version here and there with some things. Well, for those who don't know, LA Noire was broken up with its DLC to certain systems, editions, and things. So if you wanted the full package, you had to buy multiple versions. Even the developers don't know what's going on. And they're hoping for fan theories. I don't know. Kingdom Hearts 3. Honestly, I really hope Shenmue 3 doesn't end up with Kingdom Hearts 3 syndrome. I want 3 to be the end. Just end it. Please, please. Don't keep leaving us on a hook. It took years for us to get here. I honestly, that would be what would break my soul with Shenmue 3. Is if Shenmue 3 did not... If it doesn't take the opportunity to actually end it, I mean, it's been fucking 18 years. If you miss the opportunity to end your fucking storyline, I'm gonna be pissed. Fishing game, I don't think anyone cares. Lego games, we're just gonna skim through them for those with families. It looks like a lot of $15 at Walmart, so... If you're looking at a few 19.99s here and there, but if you're looking for some stuff for the kiddos, it looks like you'll get a whole lot of 19 and 15s. But money's why end? Because if you don't fucking develop the next game, then there's no it. Like, I'm sick of games that cliffhang and then they fucking never get a sequel because of either they ran out of money, it didn't sell, or shit like that. And plus, Shenmue 3 was funded by the fans, so... I mean, I think they owed it to us to fucking give it a proper ending. That was kind of the idea most of us, I would imagine, had in throwing out money now. Now, Lego Worlds is the, like, Minecraft whip-off thing, right? I remember Dan, I think he said he got that. He said it was pretty meh. So, I don't think, what do you think, Dan? 15? You think that's good enough? Let's Sing. Wait, they still make Let's Sing games? I didn't even know that. Little Big Planet. $10. I heard it was a bit buggy when it first came out, so it's probably been fixed by now, I would imagine. Sports, blah. Now, I've heard that the Mario and the Waving Rabbits game is actually a pretty good tactics game, actually. A lot of 15s across the board, though. I hear it's a pretty good tactics game. I actually got a version for $19.99 several months ago. Yeah, it's Minecraft Lego game. What do you think? 15 bucks? But yeah, 15 bucks for a good tactics game. A lot of people said it's pretty good. Now, of course, I'm sure a lot of us don't like the Waving Rabbits. They're very annoying, child-friendly. They're basically like the minions of video games of Ubisoft. But I hear it's a pretty good tactics game, so may want to check it out if you got 15 bucks. Might be okay. Who knows? It's probably been patched so much. That's a possibility. They've been selling, like, I know Redbox has been trying to get rid of them for, like, almost this entire year. Mario Tennis Ace, I heard, was pretty not well received, so if you're into Mario Tennis games, might not be interested, but hey, Target's going to have it for $29, so that's cheaper. Are you playing the Persona 5 OST in the background, or is that my phone? That is the Persona 5 background music, yes. I wanted to put a little music so it didn't sound like dead air of just a sick guy talking. But yes, I put some background music in, so. Also, brownie points because you use the music for your phone. Marvel's Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition. I don't know what the Game of the Year Edition has. I'm assuming DLC stuff. Heard it's really good. I think Dan said he tried it out. I think. Because somebody I know said they tried it out. But I've heard it's really good. 15 bucks might be your thing if you're into open world type games. I'm kind of sick of open world games for the most part, so. You know, I mean, we've been having these open GTA style games since the fucking PS2 days. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed in on itself. Ace was bland, the older game. I've heard that comparison a lot, where people were saying that the older tennis games had way more content than that. It's a good OST. Man of Medan. I don't know anything about this title, but apparently the Xbox One version is going to be 15 bucks at GameStop. It looks like PS4 version also. Medieval. A remaster of an original PS1 game. I have played Medieval before. Not my type of game, but 20 bucks for remastered. I've heard pretty decent things about it. Spider-Man. I think I remember you saying you got or tried Spider-Man. I can't really remember. If you never played Medieval, it's a kind of a platformy with a little dash of hack and slashy to it. It was a silly game of that. 20 bucks, I mean, you could argue whether it's good or bad depending on, you know, how much it changed. I'm not too familiar with the Medieval series. I only played a little of the first one, so not really expert. But 20 bucks, Mega Man 11 by itself. 16 bucks at Best Buy. Here 11's pretty decent, so now here's a game everyone needs to be getting. Metal Wolf XD. I love Medieval. Actually, that one is really good. You familiar with the remastered or just the original? I haven't heard anything bad about it, so I would imagine they at least did a decent job. Now, Metal Wolf XD. So here's an infamous import game. So this was originally an original Xbox game that FromSoft made. You play as the President of America, who has basically a Mobile Suit Gundam fighting evil and terrorists and shit. But it was only available in Japan back in the day. And its notoriety earned it a huge price point. Like, this thing used to be like $500 on eBay. I don't know about now that it's gotten released worldwide on the PS4. But Metal Wolf XD is a redone Bell version, supposedly, that Special Resolve Games worked with FromSoft to make. And the only retail release of it is through GameStop. So there's nowhere else you can buy it through retail. If you didn't buy the Special Resolve version, GameStop's the only option. It is a crazy, batshit, weird mech game from FromSoft. So, if that sounds interesting to you, go play it. I've always wanted to play it forever. Like, for fucking ever, I've always wanted to play it. So, I actually got my Special Resolves version. That's something I hope to get to play next year. Well, I saw a friend play the remaster. They did a really good job in my eyes. Good-yo. Spider-Man is great. I'd recommend it at full price. If it's got a good sale, well, I believe it was 15, right? Yep, 15, $14.99, $14.99, $14.99. So there's a number of places, 3 places you can get. So Dan highly recommends Spider-Man, so go. But yeah, I definitely would recommend Metal Wolf XD if you want something bizarre from FromSoft's past. Like I said, the original Xbox version used to sell for a fortune. I would imagine it'll stop plummeting now, because now that it's available through unknown means. Metroid Exodus Day 1 Edition. I heard this was basically, most people said this is what Fallout 76 should have been. And I watched Striketh play it way back when we first discovered Striketh through waiting on Twitch. It looked very good. It definitely has huge, way beyond greatness of things of Fallout 76. It's single player. It does not have online aspects to it, though. But it's definitely an interesting take, since the original Metroid game, Metro. I keep making it sound like Metroid. The Metro games took place underground, and you barely didn't get to see the above world much. So it's a different change of setting, since this game is you crawling out and finally seeing the above world and stuff. Oh, that's really good. I'm kind of tempted to get, but I'm got way too much money going to other stuff, so I think I'm probably going to give it a pass unless I miss out on some of the titles I'm planning on getting. Minecraft, it's fucking Minecraft. I don't think I need to talk about it. Also, I think that's the normal price Minecraft goes for, so I don't think that's an actual deal. Sports, GameStop Dumpster. Monopoly, GameStop Dumpster. Now, Iceborne, the Master Edition of Monster Hunter. I was actually being slightly tempted, but I think I'm going to wait for it to go lower, because I don't know how much the Iceborne content gives, but I'm still needing to finish up the original content, so I kind of just like, just wait for it to go lower. Monster Truck Titans, nah. Mortal Kombat, that's pretty meh. Especially with the microtransactions and crap and weird endings for several characters. But I guess if you're a big Mortal Kombat person, it's $24. So, But I heard it's pretty not very liked. More sports crap. Need for Speeds. I haven't played Need for Speed since PS2, so can't really comment. Sports, Nickelodeon Kart Racers. Don't think anyone's interested in that. Nini Kuni. So if you never got the original PS3 version of Nini Kuni, this is it's supposedly Bell remastered version of it. I've heard that there are some frame rate issues with the Switch version, so if that's that bothers you, you might want to look into maybe if they fix that with a patch of that. I do know that Nini Kunis have been getting some sales lately. $24.99 for remastered. I mean, if you never got it originally, it's a great price. But you could also get the PS3 version cheaper if you have a PS3. That's an option. Neo Automata. If you didn't get Neo Automata, you owe yourself a favor to get Neo Automata, your edition now at your local Best Buy for Black Friday. You owe it to yourself. You get the DLC with it. So, Mortal Kombat is going the way of DOA, just with blood. Neo Automata will probably remain one of my favorite games of this generation for video games, so definitely recommend picking that up if you haven't yet. Love it, and everyone I know loves it. So those are your orders. Get Neo Automata. Mission accepted. Noah, that was Samurai Souls, basically. I was kind of disappointed with the way that online co-op worked in the game and just kind of dropped it because of it. So, $10, it was a pretty interesting take on the Dark Souls formula. It has like a system where you switch the kind of way you attack things. Also, 2D booty. Yes, 2B is very attractive. That's true. But still, it is a fantastic game, story and everything. Definitely worth playing. Please buy this game. It's fantastic. It outsold Persona 5, which, whether you want to debate whether that's fair or not, it's still a really good game, even if you don't consider it as good as 5. It's a great game. I love Yoko Taro. I'll admit that. So, bah. Ninja Warrior. So, originally, this was getting a physical version through Strictly Limited originally. Then PlayAsia got it. And then it got a North American version. Ninja Warrior was originally a beat-em-up that was on the Super Nintendo. I got the PlayAsia version, I believe, if I remember correctly. It has 2 new characters. It was redone for widescreen, and it's pretty damn good. It's really fucking hard, though. It does have 2 players as well. Recommend doing that for the harder mode to get the second unlock character. It's really, really fucking hard, but it's really good. It's really good. Definitely recommend it for a co-op playthrough. And they did such an excellent job on the sprites. That's true. That is a fair point, to be fair. Neo is available on multiple consoles. But still, fantastic game. Oh yes, it's very... They went far beyond with the sprite reworking. They did a fantastic job. I did the normal playthrough. I died so many fucking times, though. It is a really fucking hard game. But definitely, I would recommend it, though. Very nice. Octopath Traveler. It's basically a saga game, essentially. Multiple characters. Oh, that's really good. I haven't spoiled anything about it yet or tried it out yet. But it looks beautiful. It's a JRPG. And like I said, it's basically a saga-type game. That sounds interesting. It's $40. A little off the price. Not a huge amount, but very beautiful looking game. If you look up some of the videos, it has very interesting aesthetic design to it. Definitely recommended either way. This, I think, is some kind of adventure game. It's 2 games. I've seen it for a few times. I kind of passed it. $24. I was kind of like, Overcooked's supposed to be a joke game. Overwatch, I don't really recommend Overwatch, honestly. I mean, it's fun if you've never played it before, but it's like if you've ever played any of Blizzard's games that have PvP in them, they keep changing everything so much. Every character I loved playing is dead to me. They destroyed everyone I loved playing. So, if you want to try it out and reach that eventual point, sure. Can't really recommend Switch version. I hear the player base is pretty small on the Switch. Plus, I don't even know how one's on the Switch. Pac-Man Champion Edition. I think that's a special flashy version, isn't it? Well, with all the lights and everything. Not really familiar with that. Now, I mentioned this yesterday because Persona. Yesterday, Amazon was matching this right now on Amazon. $19.99 for the 2 dancing games, Starlight, and I think they messed up on that because Dancing All Night is Persona 4. Wasn't it by what was the Persona 3 one called? 5 was Starlight. I think it had something by night or I don't remember. Whatever. Point is, you don't recommend Overwatch. No, I don't recommend Overwatch. One's super smooth on the Switch, actually. That's kind of surprising. I would imagine Overwatch would be a mess on Switch, but either way, I think most people are just bored out on Overwatch, and because of that, and people making YouTube videos saying, "Oh, it's dead," probably didn't help people with buying a Switch version. Moonlight, that's what it was. Moonlight. Yeah, so somebody messed up on that. But point is, $19.99, that's a good price range for those. Because, to be honest, they were kind of underwhelming buying the 2-pack version. I got it for like 80-something using the 20% off on Best Buy. I mean, just one game had I believe it's just by 2 songs, but they have less songs than Dancing All Night, which was Persona 4's dancing game. They don't feature a gigantic blown story mode in that. So it was kind of hard justifying $60 per 2. Like, if they combined the 2 games, that would have been a better deal. I mean, like, the 2 games for $60, but they didn't. They made them 2 separate $60 games and combined them for like a $99 thing. But $19.99, pretty good. A lot of there's a lot of free costumes and songs to get, extras, and a lot of extra costumes and songs you can buy. And then, of course, you got the original Persona 5 for $10. If you don't want to wait for Royal, you're not concerned about the extra stuff that's in Royal, get it. $10 is a fucking steal. I spent, I think, 160 hours fucking playing the game. It was like 120 or 160, somewhere around there. Very great, fantastic game. Still don't know why they renamed the games. Like what? The dancing games? Well, they were kind of themed after how the mood is. Like Persona 3 is very dark and edgy, so it's night. Persona 5 was a lot more upbeat in a way, starlight. And, well, I guess Persona 4 didn't really have a theme to it. Or you mean about Royal? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, in Japan and is Star Night and Moon Night. Oh, really? Huh. That's been interesting. You were over 200. Was I? I don't even remember. Was I over 200? Point is, very long game, lots of content. That's the point there. Now here's an interesting one. Persona Q2. Now, Best Buy is going to be doing $24.99, but interestingly, Amazon decided to beat that with an early sale for $19.99 right now on Amazon. I actually half tempted to buy a few and maybe see if they become available or something, but I'm like, no. I was a little tempted though. These old PC games with remasters. I've never played them myself, but $30 you get 2 of them. Let's see, Planetfall. I don't remember what Planetfall was. Hey, it's Carter. Q2 for $25, yeah, but right now it's $19.99 on Amazon. Do they have the extra thingies like the soundtrack? Actually, originally I thought it was the big box version. It came with the plushie in it, but apparently there was a secondary version that just came with pins. So I was actually wrong when I told Dan that I thought it was the one that came with the dog plush. Apparently it's a version that just comes with 4 pins. But still, the game is vastly cheaper. And you're probably going to spend like 100 hours playing it anyway. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame it's not the one with the plushy dog, you know. That's a bit of a shame. I'm not sure, like, what was Planetfall? Not sure. Plants vs. Zombies. Honestly, I'm dying for just an original Plants vs. Zombie game. They keep making these stupid versus third-person games now. The first one was fun, but now it's just gone to fucking milk loot boxes for children. Like, the second one they did has all kinds of microtransactions. So stupid. I don't want to really know what Neighborhood Valley has. Yeah, Pad can't really do anything, sadly, for Black Friday. Bit of a shame. I would like to get Players Unknown Battleground for cheap for the PS4, but I don't think I'm ever gonna really find it for like $10-something to try out. Did you get around buying Xenoblade? Pad. I'm not sure. I think Pad got them. Here we call it Black Friday. Yeah, I think you mentioned that like people will try to whip off prices or something. Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun. I guess it's an okay price. I think they were originally $39, right? Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. That's a limited one release that Best Buy did a purchase of. It's a fighting game. If Power Rangers and fighting sounds interesting for you, might want to check it out. Because everyone raises the prices and stuff up a couple weeks before. Haven't gotten Xenoblade yet. Last year there was some nice deals on Xenoblade. That's supposed to be based on some child YouTuber. Wage 2, oh, it bombed pretty bad. Looks like they're trying to get rid of a lot of copies of it. Wade & 5 Director's Cut, that's a shmup game. I'm sure Pat will have something to say on that. Rainbow Six Siege, I've thought about getting Siege before. I hear it's pretty fun, but it has a lot of micro stuff, I hear. It's going to be $9 at Best Buy, if I remember correctly. Is the cheapest for Fallout 76. We were actually making fun of, there was a point in time Best Buy was giving Destiny 2 away for free with purchases of $29 and up. So I was kind of like, you know, it's kind of funny they haven't tried that with 76 yet. The Ratchet & Clank game. I've heard very mixed things about it because it's based off the movie, and the movie changed the main character's kind of attitude and humor to more friendly, where he was more sarcastic in the original PS2 version. So you might want to keep that in mind. But overall, I hear it's an okay game, but I hear a lot of people say that the PS2 game's better. Yeah, honestly, like, Fallout 76 is not worth the $30 I paid for it for last year. And I'm like, at the end, it's still fucking... Yes, there was a Ratchet & Clank movie. The remaster was based on it. It also removed, like, 2 stages. They made the main character, Ratchet, a very, very, like, child-friendly, where he was more of a sarcastic bastard in the PS2 game. So, a lot of people will tell you the PS2 game's superior, so that's kind of subjective there. But some people say it's still a pretty decent game, so, yeah, that depends on you. Red Dead Redemption, the original, which is 360 Xbox One version only, because they're not selling the PS3 version anymore these days. Red Dead was pretty good. I liked the original PS2 game myself, Red Dead Revolver. Red Dead Redemption 2 has been getting a lot of criticism for its online mode having shitloads of microtransactions, though I heard the single player was pretty good. Now, if I remember correctly, it came out around Black Friday last year, and then it didn't have any deals last year, so looks like there were a few deals this year. That's your kind of thing. Like I said, I'm kind of burnt out on open world games. There was money to be made, of course. There was a movie. Yeah, it was kind of weird they made a movie just out of the blue. That was weird. Because they're like, ain't there like 6 Ratchet & Clank games total? So, Resident Evil. Switch version, if I remember correctly, one of the games is not in the cartridge in the US version. Keep that in mind. We just recently finished the Resident Evil 2 remakes, and it looks like the PS4 version is going to be a nice $15. Very good price. Honestly, I went into the game thinking I was going to hate it myself, but I think it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Would I want to replace the original 2? No, I wouldn't want to replace the original 2, but I definitely would say it's worth a check out if you want to get on the cheap end. Ratchet & Clank has been around for a while. Yeah, I mean, they were originally PS2 games. And yeah, the remake came out a few years ago, too. I remember I saw a copy, they were selling at the Goodwill one time for like $40. It was like, it's only like $29. What a whip. Resident Evil 7 Golden Edition has all the DLC except for Chris Redfield's on the disc, but Chris Redfield's is free. If If you have VR, definitely recommend Resident Evil 7 very heavily. Very fun game in VR. I actually prefer it way over the normal control scheme because Ethan Must Die and Jack's Birthday don't work in VR, so I got to try the normal controls, and I just didn't like them. Going from VR to the normal controls in non-VR was such a drastic change. Fantastic game in VR, though. Even with non-VR, like, I think it was just going from VR to controllers is why I thought it was kind of weird. If I started with the controller without VR, it probably would be simple. But it's a really good game. Would definitely recommend Resident Evil 7. $20, you're getting all the DLC. Rocket League. Rocket League's kind of I don't know what the player base is like, but it's a fun little game. I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. Would I pay money for it? It is a fun game. Let's see. I meant the remake has been... Oh, yeah. Oh, no, those are ports. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 has a lot of ports. There's a lot of ports of Resident Evil 2 on all kinds of stuff, so... But the remake was fun. I'm kind of surprised places are even still selling Saints Row, honestly. Oh, it's a Switch version. That explains a few things. Sea of Thieves, I know Carter likes making fun of Sea of Thieves a lot. Apparently there's going to be a bundle with Sea of Thieves Anniversary Edition. Honestly, I would like to try it, but, you know, I don't got an Xbox One. Oh, the remake, like Resident Evil 2, I kind of mentioned that in my review. I would have loved if they added a VR mode for Resident Evil 2 remake. That would have been awesome. Oh, yeah, Dan would have liked it to use the Move controllers. I remember that. Yeah, you use a controller in VR, non-VR, but you use your head in VR for aiming. It's so much quicker and accurate than using a controller. Like one of my PC friends say, it's essentially using a mouse. Red Dead Redemption 2 was my disappointment of 2019, bought 3 weeks ago. Didn't really like it, huh? I heard the story mode's okay, but I heard the online mode is terrible. Just little with microtransaction. Sega Genesis Collection. Not the best way to play some of the games, but there are some games in the collection that aren't in past collections that are a little hard to get your hands on. And there are some useful features, like being able to fast forward and rewind. Like, fuck, I beat Comic Zone for the first time by using the rewind option. Very interesting, but it does have some weird audio issues and such, so... Stuff like for the Shining games, like you'll probably better off getting the PS3 or 360 collection if you want a more solid version. But it's not broken, it just has some few weird errors, and the online play kinda ain't perfect either. So it's a little bit mixed. I got Red Dead Redemption 2 free because my friend wanted to play online. We played once and he gave up. So you mean he bought it for you. So here's another title I'm going to be getting. The FromSoft's version of Samurai Souls. I like to think of it as basically Tenchu Souls. Because FromSoft made several of the Tenchu games. So $24.99, pretty good sale. Honestly, I didn't hear too many people play it. Mainly probably because it's a single player game. But it does have a lot of Soul-esque plays. With some Tenchu ideas like the zipline and that. Didn't like the single player either. Yeah, I'm pretty bored out on open world games, honestly. Stuff like GTA and the Red Dead Redemption-esque game. Like, I really liked Revolver on the PS2, but that's more of a traditional third-person story-esque game, not the open worldness of the Redemption ones. Tomb Raider, I don't really play Tomb Raiders, but I heard some okay things about the newer ones. Shenmue 1 2. If you ever wanted to see what everyone loses their mind about Shenmue 1 and 2, Dennis said it's a pretty good version. I'm sure there were probably several things they've had to make some compromises for. But I mean, obviously, it's a little hard for some people to find Dreamcast stuff. And then, of course, with 2, in America at least, it's only on Xbox, the original Xbox. So, yeah, but... So, it's definitely not for everyone, which is why I've been hearing about Shenmue 3, which is getting a pretty significant discount. I believe it's supposed to be for $49.99 in retail. And it was announced before the game came out that it was going to get a Black Friday deal. So... it's always getting a Black Friday deal. But I've been hearing a lot of people saying Shenmue 3, basically, if you didn't like Shenmue 1 and 2, you're not going to like 3. It's not going to change your mind. That's why I heard so. I'm very excited to play it. I hope it gives the series the much closure ending that it's been needing for like 18 years. But time will tell. Single player was good when you ignored the story and did your own thing. That's kind of the problem with a lot of the open world games. It's usually more fun just fucking around in them than doing the story. The Shining game. This kind of dropped in price pretty fast when it came out. I only got a version of it, but depending on which systems you got, $24.99 at a few different places. I haven't played it yet. I heard it's pretty good. I think Dennis played some of it. I hear it has a fair number of waifus. Book stacking simulator. See, Dan's one of those critics. Sinking City, I hear, had some buggy problems with it, but I heard it was pretty interesting aesthetics, but I don't know much about it. Splatoon 2, $29.99 at Walmart. If you have Switch Online, Splatoon is good fun. And it does have a story mode, but you get a lot more extra play, obviously, with online. Unlike the Wii U, which was free online, you're going to have to pay for online if you want to play Splatoon 2. So you'll have to measure whether you think $29.99 is worth the single player if you don't have online. Played that, was okay. Had a very strange difficulty curve. I hope it ain't like Final Fantasy 13-2, that game had a pretty bizarre difficulty curve. Sandbox stories haven't been good since San Andreas. Played on easy, normal enemies, no problem, and then it was at the boss and I couldn't beat it for the life of it. Even on easy. Ugh. That's kind of weird. That kind of reminds me of when I played 13-2. Because I remember I got near the end and I got decimated. I had to level grind. I was like, the whole mid-section to the end of 10-2 was of 13-2 was easy as shit, and then I got to the end, I got my fucking face punched in. Spyro, point of note, all versions of Spyro Reignite Trilogy do not have all the game data on the discs/cartridges. So no matter what system you get screwed on the physical version. But hey, if you want the Switch version for $19.99, I guess that's an option. Star Wars Pinball. I don't think a lot of people here care about pinball. Now, Starlink, this was another thing similar to Fallout 76 that bombed really hard last year and was basically immediately put on sale for Black Friday. There were still some of them floating around being sold at different places on Black Friday. I think Newegg is also selling the PS4 version for $9.99. So, it's basically spaceship Skylanders, basically. Heard it didn't sell well. Heard kids liked it, though, for the people who bought cheap last year Black Friday. So, got kids, got a Switch or PS4. Newegg has PS4. Wouldn't be surprised if Amazon might be matching some of them, too. I wish I had that for the Starwing alone. Yeah, it is important to note, the Switch version, you get a special campaign with Fox McCloud and his ship, the Starwing. So, that is a nice plus you get with the Switch version. As far as I know, the Starwing does not work with the other versions that aren't on the Nintendo, so... Yeah, my wife really liked the original Spyro game, so I bought for her, and the first came out, and it was only one of the three. So the first, the 2 and 3 aren't on it. No, I mean it comes with a yeah. They use. That's what I'm saying. It's spaceship Skylanders. They have figures, ship figures. But yeah, you get a ship with the starter packs. Now I've been told you could play the game without the ships, but I don't know how that works myself. Steins Gate. Always heard is a very good visual novel. I actually own the limited physical PC version. Very nice box set. But I also got the PS4 version that when it came out. Comes with a unique, weird little story game or something that's like retro looking or something. The Switch version also has a completely different download minigame thing with it. I've never played Steins Gate yet. I always heard they're really good, so $30. Not bad. I'm trying to look for the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition to go low, super low. Because there's only one game I want on it, and that's the original Street Fighter. Everyone knows Street Fighter 2, but how many of you know about the original Street Fighter? Not very many. Not very many at all, I bet. Original Street Fighter in America was only available for the TurboGrafx 16. So, and that's very expensive. So, I would like to get very low, but not for 16. But if you don't have a lot of the other Street Fighters, I think it's, 1, 2, 3, and a few other versions. Yeah, OG Street Fighter is also known for being fucking terrible also. So, no reason to get cheap. Steins Gate for me is one of the best VNs. There you go. Dennis recommends Steins Gate for $30. Street Outlaws. Never heard of it. Can't really comment on it. Dragon Ball Z Heroes World Missions. I think that's one of those ones where they've been doing a lot of the showing jump killers where you have like you pick a team and you all pound your heads in or something. I think. So you never played Steins Gate. Steins Gate, the anime was really good. Alright. So I think that's what this one is. There's been quite a few different Dragon Ball. There might be a fighting game. I don't know. Lucky's Tale's a port of an Xbox One exclusive. Oh wait, no. That is the Xbox One version. There was a Switch version of it though. Guess they're just trying to mask it with the Xbox One. Mario Stuff Deluxe, $40. Odyssey, $30. Mario Party, the Super Mario Party for $30. I heard like people haven't liked the newest Super Mario Party games. Now, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz is a remaster of an older one that I believe I just recently found on the Wii for like $3. So, not really a big Super Monkey Ball person. I got a few entries. Team Sonic Racing. This is kind of a niche racing game. A lot of people have liked the last several entries of the Team Sonic Racing. They have a lot of nods and nostalgic characters from Sonic. From Sega's history in that. Kind of surprised they haven't put Persona characters in it at this point. Terraria, I believe that is the normal price, I think. I think it's $19.99 normally, so I think that one's a fibble. Don't know. Expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. I guess if you want to get it looks like it's going to be $19.99 for PlayStation. It looks like you're getting whipped off on Xbox. Now, here's another thing I'm getting. The Skyrim VR. Last year, they also had Skyrim VR for $19.99. And then it went back to $59.99. This year, I'm going to get it for $19.99 because I want to play the VR version. Everybody, Supersonic Racing sings Sonic All Dudes. Sonic All, I've always heard, is very weird. That was the first Sonic Racing game. That's kind of its own thing. Evil Within 2, Horde's pretty meh, so don't know. Not sure about the Gold Club. I'm not sure what the hell that is. The Last of Us Remastered. You can get the PS3 version like super dirt cheap, but if you want the remaster for your PS4, looks like it's going to be $10 at GameStop, so could be an option. Here's the Surge 2, which was a weird sci-fi robotic Souls clone-esque game. I think this only came out recently, and it looks like the limited edition's gonna be for $40, so I haven't played through the Surge 1 yet, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Now here's one I was confused about, The Walking Dead. Now, there's a collection that has all the Telltale games all in one thing, and that's what I think this is, because it is labeled The Walking Dead. If this is it, then I think I am going to buy it. That way I can have all the fucking Telltale games of The Walking Dead, and I can just do a whole big thing of them. But you could use a lot of time and look for the individual versions, probably cheaper maybe. Kind of up in the air on that. But why? Just cause I waste money. Witcher 3, I got this last year for Black Friday. I bought the PS4 version for, I think it was $19.99 last year. It looks like Walmart is going to do an astounding $15. Too bad it looks like for people who want the Switch version, it looks like you're not going to get much of a deal. So, that depends on if you want that. Trials of Cold Steel, I think Des was playing through Trials of Cold Steel 3. Looks like it's going to be 40. I would assume it came out as 30. It came out as a 60 title, I would imagine. Now, here's a interesting... So, this Ultimate Collection's 4 games. Now, this was a PC puzzle series. We have 3... Imagine, what was that game? The Lost Vikings. You could say it's a spiritual sequel-esque in the idea of the Lost Vikings. But this is a collection of 1 through 3, and then having the 4th new one all together on one thing. I'm very interested in buying that. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get it, but I'm interested in getting it. And for some reason, they also have just 4 by itself also. I'm not really sure why they did that. Never played any of those. I know they're like a strategy game, racing, boxing. The newest version of this, $19.99. I don't like the art style of it, but if you haven't played the weird... I don't even know how to pronounce it. If you're very familiar with Japanese games, you probably know what it is. It's the little girl with the little fishing pole that does platforming and that, using the physics of the fishing pole line and that. It's a very bizarre platforming game. Very hard. The Switch game, I don't really like the art style they used in that, but if you like the older games, well, it's more of that. Uncharted, a lot of the Uncharted games, they were cheap Uncharted all over the place. The collection for $10, the Lost Legacy, and Thieves End. If you've never played any of them, you can basically get the entire fucking series for like $30 basically. So, third person, it's basically male Tomb Raider. Undertale is getting a little bit of a discount at Best Buy, who stocks it. Fangamer is the only place you can get any of the other versions. Best Buy did a thing with them for the retail though, so. A little girl plays with a pole. No. A fishing pole. Here's a game I'm getting because Dan's wanted me to get this for ages. So for $10, Till Dawn. So I'll be getting that definitely. I've been I got many of the other titles, but I've been holding off really playing them because I haven't played the original game. So I'm going to get that. Not sure when I'll play it. Maybe next Halloween. Maybe sometime before it. Don't know. Valkyrie Chronicles. I got this on a sale a long time ago. Looks like $19.99 for all systems. Aaron said it's pretty good. I got this on a random sale recently for like $19, so I already kind of stole that one like about a month and a half ago. Watch Dogs 2. Oh, a lot of people not really like it. It's a, an open world run around. Now, I haven't played Will yet. I bought Will, though. It's a weird visual novel where you, change what's going on based on letters or something. It's weird. I haven't tried it yet. Wolfenstein 2, I've heard is awful. Young Blood, I heard, was okay. Now, I believe last year the Young Blood games had a sale on Black Friday. Looks like they're not going anywhere too crazy. Same type of game. World of Warcraft. Bleh. Maybe even by the same people. Now, here's a game I was going to maybe see if Dan would be interested to pick up. 15 at Target, World War Z. It's basically a third-person Left 4 Dead 2. It's not perfect, but it's also not terrible. I had fun with some of it. I haven't finished it up. I was going to see if later maybe it was going to get a discount. That's a pretty decent discount. I'd say it's a good price myself. Dan might be interested in it. And then Westling. Now, Yakuza, there's all kinds of deals on Yakuza. Yakuza 0 for $9. The newest entry for $15. We make the first one for $10. We make the second game for $15. Steelbook edition for $15. You can get a good chunk of the Yakuza games, and then only next year there's going to be the remastered of all the other games. I already pre-ordered that with my 20% off before it died out. It's a Yoshi Crafted World. I heard it's pretty easy. I've heard Ukulele, the impossible layer is very interesting, I heard. I heard essentially you can go straight to the final dungeon and try to beat it, or progress through the game that makes it slightly easier as you complete the game. So it's kind of a interesting premise. I've heard people like it way more than the first Ukulele game. Wouldn't mind picking up, except I would have to spend more money than I was expecting. I don't know how much you were expecting, so. Let's see, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. I think this was originally $29.99. I think it follows, like, the first two animes, I think, storyline-wise. I haven't really heard anything about it, so I don't know if it's any good. I know Dennis has played the, Zenku Zero, which is like a wheel-time. I think it's wheel-time first-person dungeon crawling, right? Was it turn-based or wheel-time? I know it's a first-person dungeon crawl. I think it's in wheel-time. It's by the guy who did the Zero Escape series. The story is really fucking weird. Haven't tried it yet myself. It's going to be $29.99. If it's anything like his previous stories, though, I think it'll probably be worth it. Breath of the Wild, Zelda. Looks like it's going to have a $29.99 at two places. Aaron says currently Breath of the Wild is his favorite Zelda game. I kind of have a feeling, I don't know about being bad, but I don't think I'm going to like it as much when I get around to playing it. But I won't really know until I play it myself. But I have heard criticisms of people who don't like it, so I was not expecting to spend $25 extra. Well, that's what you get when you make a bet. Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip. This is basically like a dual stick shooter from what I've seen. I'm kinda was thinking about it, but I'm like, it's a movie game. It'll drop in price pretty hardcore, probably. So it's like, I'd probably better off saving my money. As much as I like some twin stick shooters, and exercising Zoo Tycoon. So there's some pretty decent deals. It's just most of the stuff that I think is a really good deal, I got in some form or another. Like, I kickstarted Shenmue 3, I Indiegogo'd the Invisibles, several games I got on other deals, so, or we had long in advance, so there's some good deals depending on what you have or not, that's kind of the, see, Breath of the Wild as the best Zelda. Yeah, Aaron says it's his favorite Zelda game. I don't know. I don't think it'll be my worst. Aaron's officially dead to you. I don't think it'll be the worst, but I don't think I'm gonna have as high of an opinion of it. But there you go. That's pretty much all the game stuff. I could take a peek. I thought there was a spot for like the console stuff, but I guess not. And like I said, if you want to look at this, you can look up Black Friday, cheap ass game mode Black Friday 2019. You should get the topic in the top results, and the first post should have a link to this spreadsheet if you want to look over any of this. But yeah, there's some good deals. Like I said, for me, I got most of them. So